Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Travel Tuesday.
Welcome. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. We're really excited to be able to.
And we know it's Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah, we know it's Wednesday, but it's kind of, anyways. We are excited. We were chatting over dinner the other night about, we've been talking a lot about the whats and the whys of why we're making all these major life changes. Today we're going to talk about the how. You know, how many times have you talked to somebody and they say to themselves, I would love to be able to downsize my home, go through that closet, anything extra in life besides just maintaining the status quo. And I feel like one of the main reasons people don't is because they don't have enough energy to go beyond just maintenance into energy for making change in their life, right?
Do you feel that way or do you know it's true?
I actually know it's true. I've experienced it.
So yeah, I think it's more than a feeling. That doesn't sound too very scientific. I think we're very focused on energy, budgeting energy, and keep going.
Yeah. So we actually have a philosophy in our world that we've been working with for a little while, probably about a year, where we talk about ATP budget. ATP is actually the energy that your body creates.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like you have a limited amount of resources from a monetary standpoint, you actually kind of have a limited amount of resources from an ATP energy standpoint.
Where do you want to spend your energy? Where do you want to invest your energy?
Mm-hmm.
When do you, for what purposes and what occasions do you need to have extra resources of energy and maintain your lifestyle, not go for a big burn and crash.
Yeah, so we've been consciously making some decisions, investing some finances, investing some discipline, discipline, in order to have the amount of energy in our bodies and our minds and our emotions in order to create all these major life changes. Because let's review. I mean, we've sold our home, we've downsized 99% of our belongings, we've sold and successfully transitioned a business. There's a lot of things, like a lot of little tiny tasks, and they're all extras. Like, have you ever moved someplace and like the extra task of only just changing your address with places, like that in itself is a huge task, but all of these things that we're doing take a lot of extra energy.
More energy than you'd think. I mean, we say 99% of our possessions, physically moving 99% of your possessions is one thing, but there's an emotional energy resource that you have to tap into to get through it.
Yeah, now comment below if you have ever seen or read any of Marie Kondo's work.
Yeah,
right? I mean, there were a lot of memes flowing around for a little while about her saying, downsize yourself to a certain number of books. People were aghast by that. But she describes very clearly on how to gratefully transition your belongings in a way that feels like it's freeing you up to step into the next stage of your life.
So how do we, that's the next question. How do we maintain our energy resources to not only maintain the lifestyle, going to the gym 7 days a week, but throughout, and we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Add that in.
And separated from our son on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
So there's emotional energy there. How do we maintain our plan? This is a plan that we had, began 2 years ago. How do we maintain it and continue on?
Yeah.
So how do we do that?
Yeah, we actually just made a big long list of all the things that we do that we have integrated into our daily practice in order to up-level our energy levels to do all of these things. And hold on tight, because some of you might think we're kind of crazy. If I wasn't living in the midst of all of it and realizing that it just all felt amazing, I might think I'm kind of crazy too. But we have been really dedicated to all of these decisions. So, you know how some people have a budget for recreation, like they have a budget to go to restaurants and go to the bars or go to the movies. Yes. We actually just have a budget financially. I've always said we have money for education and we have money for health.
I call it our health investment portfolio. Yes, so we always have money for health, money for education.
Yeah, so we invest wisely in a long list of things that do take finances to do. But even with all of the things that we do, one of the things that we've done in the how is we actually have a lifestyle that is pretty low maintenance financially.
Yes.
It's pretty easy to make what we need to be able to live. But even
Right.
in the midst of all of that, we invest in, some people go out and buy an energy drink or a Starbucks. Somebody just told me they spent $7 on a smoothie. We
wow.
spend like $1.70 a serving for a nootropic, which turns on your brain. Like it feeds
Yeah.
your brain. It reduces inflammation in your brain. It increases circulation to your brain.
Right.
Like it's scientifically proven to just support your energy levels in your brain. So
Right.
that's one of the things that we invest in.
It's one of the things we're investing in now. I mean, you're talking about winding back the clock a little bit and doing something like detoxing from sugar, sugar addiction. And that was a huge breakthrough, a huge
Because
investment, a huge transition, I would say. That
it's been 3.5 years, folks.
Yeah.
Like we've been on pretty much a sugar
Yeah.
cleanse for 3.5 years. We
Yeah.
every once in a while, if we're at somebody's house or it's social, we'll have a little tiny sliver of whatever somebody makes. But
right.
we typically just don't buy anything with sugar in it.
Yeah,
Or grains.
We try very hard not to, and that changed into that evolved into a low carbohydrate, high fat diet, and it turned into
Intermittent fasting.
intermittent fasting, good fats, including a very good omega that we take, that we make the investment monthly in.
And
We don't
great
take
quality avocados and
avocados,
MCT oil and all kinds of really
a very good probiotic.
good. We take care of gut health. Did you know that a huge part of your immune system actually is your gut health is required for your immune system to be peaked? Also, the happy hormone of serotonin, like a huge percentage of your neurotransmitter called serotonin, kind of like what would normally be supplemented by a Prozac, is actually made in your gut. So prebiotics, probiotics, we definitely integrate that
going
in.
to the gym every day. We made other investments like what?
Well, here's the deal. We actually consciously do therapeutic hugging.
Therapeutic hugging.
Not too much information here, but when you hug somebody for at least 30 seconds, there's good, healthy hormones. We walk out consciously, walk out into nature, because there are happy hormones that naturally are created inside your body. You have a chemical factory inside your body, and if we choose to consciously invest in
connect to
activities.
nature while we're out in nature. So we kind of look at it as like a forest temple. We're looking at today we saw 2 little tiny snakes.
We did. They were so cute.
The color of them, we see the change of the seasons, the subtle changes.
But why are we doing that? We're doing that because we know that when we do all of these things, we have more energy.
Right. And so I was going to say, so we also invest in, because we know ATP is the energy from our mitochondria. We know that now. We invest in a supplementation that actually improves mitochondria, flips the switch.
Flips switches inside our DNA. Did you know that you actually have programs built inside your DNA? Okay, you have programs that are sitting there waiting to be turned on to be able to optimize your health, to be able to turn back the clock on cellular aging, to be able to increase your mitochondria's ability to create energy. Like it's just sitting there like a light switch in a room waiting to be turned on. It just needs to be turned on. And so we utilize nootropics for our brain and nutrigenomics, which is all natural formulations that just flip those switches inside your body in order to create energy and
to do
optimize
more
health.
than just getting by, do more than just survival mode. So the energy to have creative thought. We're into 10,000 steps a day of walking and connecting and coming back and writing down notes on our creative thoughts about our future. And visualization and creating a future takes extra energy. It takes more than just mindset. It takes energy in the brain function itself. The neocortex, the functioning brain, needs extra energy. So we're kind of working both sides of the equation, reducing toxins in and that impact our energy, and giving ourselves extra advantage of the new nutrigenomics, the nootropics, and the fresh air, and the exercise, and the movement.
There's actually more that we've done as well, but those are some of the foundational tools that we've used in order to both navigate what we needed to maintain but also consistently have the energy that we've needed in order to move forward and create change. Yeah.